Hello, this is Godo. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight static puzzle series. We are now flying into the solitary island enclave over here, and this is what we're going to be working on here at the start of today's video. We'll see if we're able to finish it, and then what we'll do afterwards. So let's get started here. This is a mostly logic grid puzzle island, if I recall. So here we're learning about we're going to be doing more puzzles that have the one symbol per light/dark area rule. So that's what the key mechanic is going to be here. So we almost have to treat all of these different threes as if they are their own numbers, and that they can't connect, even if they are the same number. And then also, if we end up putting a cell kind of out in the middle of nowhere, we need to make sure that we don't connect it up with anything by mistake. And here is an example where we're not only separating numbers, but letters as well. Yeah, I mean, the insight makes sense. Exactly 1 means less than 2, so you have to block anything where it causes 2 or more to connect, right? It's kind of a straightforward insight, if I being completely honest. But it does kind of make sense when you're trying to like explain and prove things a little later on. And exactly 1 means more than 0. We can't have isolated things. Exactly. Really like obvious statements almost. But I mean, even up in this whole dark area in the top, we can't put anything because of that rule. So that's kind of what it's trying to teach here. Here we have to bring these cells that are not connected to any symbol. We had to bring them up to a symbol because they cannot be isolated. Here's another situation where we're going to have to bring these symbols over here that aren't connected to anything to a symbol that has something. So this 6 is going to go over to this dark cell. This is going to come up here. And then this dark cell has to belong to the 8. So there we go. That finishes that up. Another insight for you. Alright, let's do the pillar. These light cells are going to have to go somewhere, so... And the dark cells as well, so... Gotta keep it moving towards someplace it wants to / needs to go. We have a 20 and a 5. And then this grid is 5 by 5, so there's only 25 squares in this grid. So, there we go. Once again, we have a 5 by 5 grid, and these add up to 25, so there we go. Got a 5 by 6, so these adds up to 30, and these add up to 30. Let's put some numbers so we know... Well, that move wasn't necessarily correct. So we know which way these are going. Whoops, that was... I paint filled too hard there. There we go. It's almost like once you set the dark tiles in those, you can just like fill in the rest of the white tiles, because if the dark tiles are correct, the light tiles have to fill in everything else. So this dark tile could come around and wrap up to the 9, except it would block in this light cell, so we know the 4 has to come up like this. Can this 9 get this square, or does this square have to belong to the 12? I think we have like this checkerboard pattern here, so I think the 7s need to block this area. The 10s need to Well, it needs to block that area like that, and then we can now seal in the rest of this. So that's 12. This is 9, so this should be 10. And I'm gonna be right back just a moment. Ooh. Cool sky drop. And I'm back. This looks like a sky drop right here. These sky drops in the enclaves are a lot more hand-placed than sky drops in other places. Alright. So we're gonna need to fill this to that. This is gonna have to come out at least this far. Okay, here's a slightly more tricky one. So we're going to have to use this 10 to separate the edges of this board here. Looks like our 8, we're probably gonna want it to be something like this. And then lock it in with the 10. Our 6 is gonna have to go like that. Lock it in with the 10. And, nope, that's not right. Let's undo. Let's start over here. Let's do a corner trick on the 2. That's a given for a starting place. So we don't really want this 10 to be overstretched. So we kind of want to minimize the amount of stretching this 10 is doing to close these areas in. And I think just like this, doing it with squares is probably the way to go. And by squares, I mean rectangles, but you know what I meant. Sky drop. Sky drop up. Aha. So cool. Okay. So for this puzzle, we need to separate the 5 and 6 area here. There we go. Some good old lore. Hey, we unlocked, or I just activated the chromatic sky drops buff. So what this does is it will color all sky drops of the same group, like so. And then we can really quickly see which sky drops belong to this one. So we can see this sky drop doesn't belong to this one. These are like blue. This is like reddish, greenish or something. So we can go over here, find the blue ones real quick. There's the blue ones done. Let's see if we can figure out which sky drop that cluster belongs to. Looks like it was this one. It was like a purple one. See some green ones over here. Any more green ones around? Are they up on top of the temple here? Oh no, please don't get stuck. No! Oh, there we go. Managed to get unstuck. Our buff... I was gonna say our buff has a timer in the top corner, I believe, but yeah, it just expired, so we're not seeing the buff effects anymore. Let's get the sky drop anyways. It looks like it's probably right here. Excellent. Okay. Back to logic grids and this pillar of insight. Alright, so we do not have all dark cells must be on a symbol, but we still have it for light cells. So this has made a pocket here where the 8 needs to reach to. So we're just going to make a trail to the 8, and then we have no other light cells we can place. This must be all dark cells at this point. Alright. So for this puzzle, we are going to need to make sure we have something to come over here to block a dark 2x2 from forming. So we're going to put a light cell here. We're going to need the same thing here, and then we're going to need the same thing here. So sometimes these are not super obvious in how you're going to handle this. Right here, we need a light cell here and here to prevent 2x2s. Here we need a light cell here. So let's just go ahead and trace that. So that's 3 plus 3 plus 2. So we can't have any more light cells poking off of this branch here. So everything else must be dark around it. And then we block these 2x2s. And we kind of get the idea here. It's the same puzzle at this point. Alright, continue preventing 2x2s. Alright, kind of the same situation for this puzzle as that insight. Just need to stretch these out to prevent any 2x2s from forming. Same rule here. Go. It's almost like you had to envision the grid fully filled in with dark cell and then imagine where the light cells need to go to prevent your unwanted 2x2s. So we need one here, we need one here, we need one here. We need one along there. In here doesn't really matter that much. And then we have 4 cells left, so we're going to beeline it. We have made an extra cell somewhere we don't want. Alright. We need one here. We need one here. We need one here and here. We don't need one here. Okay, but we do need one here and here. So does this work? Nope, that's still 14. Okay, we didn't need this one here in that corner. There we go. That's our solution. Anyone in the log? Hello? Alright. More of this rule. Here's a neat one. So we're going to need a light cell over here, but there's only one thing that can reach, and it's all the way across the grid. So let's navigate this over there. Nice. Okay. 5 pipper over here. Let's go. Okay, we need something here that isn't the 2. So this 8 needs to go to that, but like so. Okay. This 3 needs to come up here, and then that 8 needs to go there. There we go. This one's correct. If I had thought about that a little more before filling in the squares, maybe could have gotten the perfect puzzle bonus, but sometimes it's about, you know, spending half the time to only get 80% of the rewards is totally a fine trade-off, if you ask me. It's not like there's a shortage of puzzles in this game. There is for some kind of puzzles, but not for logic grids. Alright, what are we looking at here? We still have to do more logic grids, more sky drops. Ah, this is going to be one of the 100%, one of the 100% enclaves, because all of the objectives are do all of blah, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about anything being too hidden here. Alright, we need a light cell here, and the 5 can't reach, so this is going to belong to the 9. There we go. Logic right here near the start I missed. I miscounted that 6 there. Alright, what's this? What are these sky drops doing? Where are these coming from? A sky drop cannot originate out in the void, so... Oh, here we go. These are tiny sky drops. Look at these. Little sky drops. Okay. This grid has things going on in it, I guess. I botched that corner up. Oh well, it happens. That's what happens when you're trying to just fill everything in without blocking it off as you go. Alright, one more sky drop, one more logic grid. Here is the logic grid. Alright, this is, I like this puzzle. It's like layers of separation here between all of these different, tiles. And then the 13, this dark needs to come up there, and then this 13 needs to get over here. That 13's done, so the rest is dark. Alright, so cool. One more sky drop. Let's get a quick jump, unless I see it right here. I think I see it right here. This is like a jumbo sky drop. Jeez Louise. I see the smaller ones over in this direction. I see more small ones over here. There we go. This is where we want to be. Line it up and send it. Alright, Enclave 100% complete. Awesome. That only took 18 minutes. Very nice. So I think that's going to give us enough time to start and finish the next Enclave over here. We'll just see it when we get there. I will take a free hidden arch on the way, though. Will I take a Wandering Echo? Not if it's going over there, jeez. So we are now going into Cloud of Pearls Enclave. Alright, so this is an enclave with matchboxes. Already have 2 matchboxes we can see here, but they don't match. They are unmatched boxes. So we have matchboxes, we have a lore fragment, and then we have this thing. Solve sky drops as quickly as you can. Oh boy. So this is like the speedrun challenge for sky drops. When we step off this platform, there's going to be a load of sky drops that spawn over here in the middle, and we need to collect them as fast as possible. There is a platinum time, I believe, for this of 3 minutes, so 180 seconds. We're not going to be going for that one specifically. I'm just going to go for the gold time and call it a day on this. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get going. I'm looking at these matchboxes first real quick, see if there's anything we can hit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, here's all the sky drops. It's quite overwhelming. You really need to focus on finding the sky drops that are easy to do, like not this one that I'm doing here. Okay, geez, I'm just gonna hit R and restart. Let's try this again. Whenever you respawn this puzzle, all of these sky drops despawn and respawn, and they are in different orientations, so you cannot just memorize where to go here. What's going on with these drops here? Up in this direction, maybe? Ah, yeah. Here we go. So I think one of the better advices here is just keep moving and looking for the easy to find sky drops. Don't focus on trying to solve something in a giant cluster of pearls like I just did there. I mean, I got 3 done, but it wasn't that time efficient. Alright, I'm gonna do a sweep of underneath the edge of the platform here, get any that are just kind of on the edges and looking inwards or upwards. These are pretty easy to line up pretty quickly. Usually less noise back down here. That was a sky drop with a lot of pearls. That will be nice. Okay, here's another one. I think we've done what we can from down there. Let's look at more of these low hanging sky drops here. What might this one go to? Right there. This one goes to here. We got 5 more left. This could conceivably be a platinum time. Alright, let's see. We have some that are starting over here. Another pair right up here that I saw. 2 more to go. Here's one. And then last one is over here somewhere. Come on, let's go platinum. Yeah, platinum. Platinum on the first try, if you don't count me messing up on the first one where I botched it and restarted. Alright, very cool. Oh, it looks like I hit my pause button and then unpaused it by mistake, so there might be some dead footage there. No worries, it happens. Continuing onwards. No, we are not doing that again. Cancel the timer. Alright, let's talk about these puzzles. So we haven't really had to do too many of these. These are like a... what are they called? A... vector. This is a vector style puzzle, so... there's a certain solution we need to go. Like if I go up, for example, it moves the grid like that. If I go right, it moves the grid like that. If I go left, it moves the grid like that. And we need to find basically which direction and how much we need to move in that direction. So to match the picture on the right over there. So it looks like if we go left and left, we are getting this pattern with 5 of these tendrils. We need 4 of the tendrils, so I'm just gonna shift around the grid in the left area a bit until we find one with 5. So we have 4 here. We have too many there. I just saw 4 and then I went way past it. Gonna reset and just start over from the beginning. Hold on, hold on. There we go. And I let go of the mouse there, and it's kind of sprung into the end. When you get really close to the solution, it'll give it to you. It tends to be pretty lenient sometimes, and then other times it feels like it's incredibly strict. So a lot of the times it just comes down to, like, the image you're looking at looks like what you're trying to solve, but it's actually, like, way far away from your actual solution in the vector plane. Okay, so this one is just something like this. There's a few different strategies you can employ here. You can try to find the actual shape, or you can also just kind of, like, get it something that looks similar and then kind of click and wiggle your mouse around, kind of to nudge it around, and oftentimes that works. That's what I did in that specific situation. I just nudged it around a little bit. Alright, I did see the green matchbox for this guy in the entrance. Can we see that from here or somewhere? There it is. So this green matchbox to that red one. Okay. This green one I saw over on the other side as well. I saw the red version. There it is. Oh, I let go too early. Alright, here's some flow orbs. Looks like we start down there and come up this way and go all the way over there. Let's go to the bottom, the one where it'd be more advantageous to route from. That was kind of a long way to go around. We're gonna want to either jump up here or, like, super jump up here. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. That's much better. And we are going for the platinum time, so there we go. Got it by 0.1 second. Love to see it. Let's hold off on the flow orb for now. They kind of take you all over the place, but I would prefer to clean up these puzzles here that I see as I'm seeing them. Here's a matchbox that was right there. Another morphic fractal here. We will get these no matter how long it takes, but sometimes they take longer than others. Alright, what shape am I looking for here? I don't know. This looks close. There we go. Wiggle strat to the rescue. Okay, I saw the red version of this matchbox over there somewhere. Where did I see that one? There it is. Wait, is this the same matchbox? It is, okay. Alright, oh, and we have sightseers, apparently. Here we go, sightseer. Looks like we want to be standing here with the tree on the right, looking up at this puzzle in the tree. Let's do this morphic fractal that's just, like, hanging out on this tree, because why not? Alright. Okay, new sightseer. This one looks like it's from inside the temple, kind of looking down into the temple. So, like, up here, perhaps? And then looking downwards? On the other side? This isn't lining up quite correctly. It does look like these rocks, so I think we need to be at a higher point. Maybe up here. I think we're too high now because I can't see the flow orb down on this floor. Here we go. Still got our 1 minute speed solve bonus. Let's go ahead and grab this flow orb, because it just goes around the outer edge of the temple, so let's go. And 5. 0.55 platinum time. Good stuff. We got our primary objectives complete. Let's go for the next objectives. Walked past this grid a second ago. Let's do this one real quick. Alright. Things I'm paying attention to this grid is this, like, aggressive circles. There we go. This looks correct. The aggressive, like, circles that were, like, in this region right here. Alright, and just checking the outside of the temple up here. Nothing else we're seeing. Alright, we have this green matchbox here. It's going to be visible from, like, the corner. And then the red matchbox of it's probably going to be on the other end of a corner. So do we see the red matchbox for that one somewhere? It's not this one. So this one's probably a similar situation. This one's probably around this corner. Here it is, up here in the... Oh, jeez, tree. Tree, please. Alright, we could barely see it through the branches. Cool. Let's do another fractal. This is a fractal where it's not so much warping, but it's more like you're shifting around. Alright, so we need this branch to come up like this. There's like 2 branches here. And they need to be lined up correctly. Alright, here we go. Shift this like so. Pull it back a little. You can probably hear me clicking the mouse a lot. I'm just trying to nudge it a little at a time here. It's not really looking correct. How about this angle? There we go. Alright, more fractals. Okay, we have 3 tendrils on the sample picture, so we want a grid where we have 3 tendrils in the output. Here we go. There's 3 nope, there's more than 3 tendrils. They're just off the screen. Let's try going left to 9 o'clock. There we go. We have 3 tendrils. Let's not mess it up. There we go. Another one of these. That one was already pretty close to solve. You just had to spin the little tendrils there a little bit, coil them up a bit. Okay, this one... We have this main spiral happening here, but we also have to make sure the rest of the picture is kind of matching what's going on. There's this spiral here that keeps forming and unforming as we shift it around, so this one might be a little bit hard to decipher. Let's try making the spiral a little tighter. There we go. That one had a slightly stricter solution because I felt like I saw that exact picture 20 times. I'm sure there's like an expert out here who's really good with morphic fractals. Apologies if this offends you how I solve them. Okay, so I just saw a flow orb here. 7 flow orbs. This one's kind of going around half the island, so let's go to that one edge, and then we're just going to speed run it while gliding. Let's go. Alright, another 0.74 PB on that one. I saw... Where did I see the red version of this one? It was like... What do you call this? The tomato? I think I call this one the tomato symbol. I think I might have seen it over on this side somewhere. Gonna kind of be a hard press to line it up, though, if it's all the way over here. Oh well, we'll just remember there's a green tomato over there. Let's do this sightseer in the meantime. This is kind of like almost completely nondescript sightseer. The only thing that's helping us is this matchbox in the top right corner. So we know we have to be around here, and this tree and the matchbox have to line up, so let's move around so parallax makes them line up. And there's also a rock that needs to line up. I think I need to be behind this rock. Here we go. Wiggle around. I've wiggled too much. Okay, not up there. Just like over here. Come on. We're seeing 2 trees over here, so that means I need to go a little bit more this way. And then back up. There we go. Oh, another flow orb. Okay, this one is 4, and we're going across this corner. So let's just use gliding to go as fast as we can. I decided to, like, I hit the ground and then I was walking a little there. I was worried that would, like, make me miss it by 0.01 second or something. Alright, we have this matchbox here. It's like a, I don't know, weird stick figure with horizontal symmetry? Vertical symmetry? I don't know. Do some floor orbs in here. This one just goes around these 4 platforms on the inside. This is not going to be a good time for this flow orb. Well, I beat the platinum time by almost by a second, so I guess that's good enough. Alright, I saw some sightseers around. Let's do this one. This one's out by, like, a river, out on the outside. Where do we have a river over here? Did I miss the river? Is it this over here? I think it's this over here. Alright, so we are standing over here somewhere. I see lots of purple flowers, so probably right here. There we go. Alright. Saw one more sightseer up here. Don't think there's any other puzzles actually inside this area. This kind of inner area is mostly reserved for the Skydrop Speed Challenge. Alright, so for this one, we are looking... Oh god, where is this? It's like through one of these corridors in here. There's a lot of vines. Is it here? Oh yeah, okay. So in that case, I didn't actually know where it was. I was just running around and I saw it glow, like light up a little bit, and then that let me know that was the correct corridor to walk into. Alright, let's look around. We need to find more matchboxes and more fractals. There's a fractal just sitting on the ground over here. This is what happens when you put your paintings into the wall with push pins instead of using a proper, like, anchor. I alt-tabbed on accident there, my bad. Okay, we have the egg matchbox. I think that one's up on the ceiling. Let's go up there and check up here. there's the green egg, so let's mark this one. Alright. Flow orbs over here. We have kind of like an 8-sided star up here shape that we need to do on these flow orbs, so let's try to do that. Did not get the platinum time on this one. One way to do this more easily would be get these inner ones first, and then get the outer ones. However, from the speed perspective, we are not going to be able to do that for the platinum time because that was 2.3 seconds slower than what I just did on my first attempt. Yeah, it's just like too slow. We need to minimize our route between sky drops. And I need to specifically try to... okay, I missed one. Let's just start over. I need to specifically try to make sure my turnarounds are as good as I can make them. So I'm not, like, trying to turn around and then not turning around adequately. Shaved off 0.07 seconds. Let's go. This time for sure. Alright, got it. By 0.01. Okay, we'll take those. As they say in the industry, we take those. They also say, first try, yeah, good job. But, I mean, we know that's not true. There's the green version of that one over there. Any matchboxes we can see from up here? I did that fractal, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do this one that's right here. Alright, we have 30 puzzles completed. How many puzzles do we have in this enclave? 33. So there are at least 2 more matchboxes we need to do, and then 1 other puzzle we're going to need to find. It's not going to be a sightseer or a flow orb, so it's either going to be another morphic fractal or a matchbox we have not yet seen. Anything up here? Nope. Anything over here? So we have one matchbox over there. We have a different matchbox over here. Oh, here's our red tomato. Okay. So for our tomatoes, that's the green tomato. We're going to stand on this corner here to be able to see both of those. I'll go down there in 1 second. Just wanted to check out what's up here. I see a fractal that I didn't solve. Fractals, if you didn't know, they have this border around the outside. And right now this fractal's unsolved, but when it's solved, it will be like all nice and glowing. We kind of want to keep these, we have these little dots and we kind of want to keep them kind of closed in. Okay, this is looking good. And it's gone bad. Okay. Let's start over. If we go left, that doesn't give us what we want. If we go right, doesn't give us what we want. If we go right and down, nope. What if we go up? Up right, up left, left, down? Yeah, I'm not really seeing the shape of these matching up entirely. These little blobs have these tendrils sticking out of them. And the tendrils are like non-existent in the sample picture here, so we have to find one that has these little shapes without the tendrils really growing out of them. So let's just look around, see if we can find it. Oh, this is like nowhere near what we're looking for. Okay. Oh, we can also kind of see what's happening with, there's like this border along the edge of it. Maybe we can see what's going on with the border. Because it looks like this is coming around and doing a pretty big swoop. Yeah, like this. Like this, yeah. And then zoom in a little. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna go just crazy with the mouse mode. I'm not even trying to look at the picture anymore, I'm just moving the mouse randomly and spam clicking the mouse click. This is not a terrible way to get the solution sometimes. We're not leaving here without it unsolved though, gosh dang it. In all seriousness, if this doesn't like register in like another 30 seconds, I'll just cut until I get it to register. There is no... Some of these there is like no actually trying to figure it out on your own. It's just like impossible to figure out. Not literally impossible, it's just like unfeasibly difficult. There we go. It registered at some point. We take those. Alright. We have this matchbox here on the corner. So the green tomato here. And the red tomato there. And we have one puzzle still remaining. It is a matchbox. We know where the first of the matchbox is. We just need to find the second one. So my thought is the matchbox is somewhere along this wall over here. So the red matchbox is going to be somewhere where it'd be visible from here to the whatever direction this is, like southeast. So it's going to be somewhere visible from here. So I think if we just like fly from over here, we'll probably see it. Is that it over there? I think I might have just seen it. I think that's it. Yep, here it is, right here, right in the very corner of the island. So I cannot see the green one from here though. Here we go. Find a place where we can see them both. Oh man, the waypoint is blinding there. Boom, done. Another enclave, 100% complete. Let's go. Awesome. Alright, so that's 2 enclaves done now. We have remaining in the Shady Wildwood, we have a handful of static puzzles and then a few more quests around here. I think I might go and hit some of one of the static puzzles. They are those very difficult star static puzzles, so let's go find those. If I recall, there is... Where are we going? Oh, we're going down here. Okay. There is one that is up here on this big floating rock, which I can't super jump up to, actually. It's quite high up here in the sky. Okay. Here we go. Yep, we have a 3-star buddy and a 4-star buddy here. Oh boy, how fun. That hidden cube was taunting me. Let's go. Time to do this. Exactly, 1 symbol per light area, connect all dark cells, and do not make any dark squares. Okay. And then the fun part of this puzzle, there is a galaxy directly in the middle of the grid. So anything that's not going to be able to reach a number, it's certainly going to have to reach out to this galaxy. So let's start putting things down. Also, we can't connect same numbers, like this 3 and 3 cannot connect, so block those off. Whoop. I don't know if that was a misclick, but we will see. I mean, maybe we won't see. It's not really that big of a deal. Okay, 6. Whoop. 5. Okay, the 6 is done. The 5 is done. Alright, so like up here, for example, we're going to need a light cell up here to prevent a 2x2. But nothing can reach up here, right? So this has to correspond to this galaxy. This needs to connect to that galaxy. So that's what kind of fun times we're in on this puzzle. I filled in... I got a little bit overzealous filling in dark squares over there. Okay. We don't know for sure where that one's going to go on that side. So this needs to correspond to the same thing on the opposite side. Is this galaxy directly in the center of this grid? How big is this grid? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is a 17 by 17 grid, and the galaxy is directly in the middle. So this cell belongs to the galaxy. These 5 cells belong to the galaxy. So this 7 cannot connect to the galaxy. This 3 cannot connect to the galaxy. This is what we're going to be in for in this puzzle. Alright, so we're also going to have to mirror the dark cells as we go here. So this is going to have to go out this way, out this way. That goes down here. There is a dark cell here. This is all lined up correctly so far, right? This one comes out, this comes out. We're not actually going to be able to fill in the corners here with any other light cells. So we can actually just go ahead and assume that that's just going to be dark. There's no reason to put the galaxy to the edge of the board over there. Especially because, well, if we put the galaxy to the edge of the board, it's going to be cut off. Because the dark is not getting from this side of the board to this side of the board without going along the edge. It would just be a solid barrier. So the dark cells need to get over there somehow. So we have to assume this is our only route for dark to get across. Okay. Alright. I have made a mistake here. Hold on. Got a little overzealous in pulling out the dark cells over here. This is not a given. We do not know that yet. Because it doesn't need to wrap around the board on both sides. It only needs to go around them on one side. So I'm going to undo a few more moves. We don't know which side it goes around, but we know for sure that this isn't going to come around this side. This could be light here, and then it could just wrap around the top and then come back in the bottom. Okay, so that was my mistake. I'm not going to use that as a given just yet. Like, for example, this 7 could also reach over here and block this side, and then it would have to go underneath the 7 on this side. So we don't know. But we do know that it needs to come out on this side, and it needs to come out on this side. Right? Like, this is true, right? Yeah, good. Okay. Great. Can it go up here? If it goes up here, it needs to go down here. Does that cause a problem, though? Not that I'm seeing at this moment, but this is, like, too much information to look at the moment, so I'm gonna hold off. Okay, it's gonna need to come under this 4. And it's gonna need to go over this 3. So we're either need to go out and up, out and down, or we're gonna need to go down and then over. So there's gonna be a cell here. And the 7's gonna be blocking its route. Yeah, so now we can see that the 7 is constrained to grow along the edge of the wall over here. So the 7's gonna have to go like so. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the 7's not gonna grow anymore. This dark needs to get out of here. Okay, we now know that the dark cannot come around this side. It's locked by the 7, so it has to come this way. Alright, we don't quite know what it's doing yet over in this department. Let's come back to that in a second. And I'm gonna take a quick pause here as well. Alright, I am back. Let's see what's going on. We are going to need some light cells in here to prevent the 7 from, or this area from being dark 2x2s. The galaxy cannot go down there because it has a 7 on this side. So we similarly need to have the dark cells coming through here. And this is going to have to be like this, I think. That looks correct. Okay, and now we get the information about how this corner here is going to be. So it should be like this, and like that. Okay, I think we are up to date on this so far. Looking good. This is going to need to come up. That comes up. We have a dark and a light, dark and a light, dark, dark, light. This needs to escape here. That needs to escape here. We have a corner trick here. Let's see. Over here, this cell, we don't know what it is yet, but this one we know is dark. Okay. Is there anything else we can do in this area over here? We do have the 7 in here that's actually really constrained now that I'm looking at this area. The 7 can come... It has to come here. And then it has 5 more tiles it could go into. It can go into these tiles, but it can't actually go in both of these tiles. So it can only go in one of these 2 tiles. So there we go. That's what the 7's going to look like. And then the last tile is going to have to be here, so that this dark can escape. Alright. There we go. Got some good information about the galaxy from doing that. This is really locked in still. Can we figure anything else out over here? Like, there's going to be some imminent dark cells forming over here. Are we going to have to... We can't go over here with the galaxy because this corresponds to this area, which is all full. So if there's a dark cell here, for instance, which no other light cell can reach, then this needs to come out. That belongs to the 4. Okay. Good, good. The galaxy is not going to be able to come down here in this area, so all of the dark 2x2s that are possible from forming need to be handled by this 5. Yeah, in fact, this galaxy, this cannot come any further down here at all. The galaxy is basically stopped here. It cannot come down this area. So we need a light cell here. That's all I had. This dark can escape now, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's something. It's something. We need a... Don't necessarily need any more over here right this second. We do see that this... Okay, so this is going to have to squeeze past the galaxy here. So the galaxy cannot go here. This needs to be a dark cell for this tail to escape out of here. Right? And just because this is such a big puzzle, I'm going to do another safety logic check. Alright, we are looking good. No lights, okay. Thanks for the actual helpful hint. No light cell can get in here. That was helpful. Okay. So we do need a light cell in here. Excuse me. My dogs are over here sleeping, and I guess one of them decided to step on the other one or something. Anywho, where were we here? Trying to solve this monstrosity. Where are we at risk of developing more 2x2s here? This is really what we need to be addressing now at this point. Okay. This can't come down any further, so close that off. This needs to come up like this. The 5 can't go there. Okay, so the galaxy can't come here, the 5 can't come here. Nothing can come here. Can anything come here? Nope. There we go. Progress. Cool. Alright, this dark needs to get out of here somewhere. I'm guessing it's just going to want to hug this. So let's put this the same like that. On that side. It kind of serves multiple purposes to be in that manner. The dark is still going to be pretty constrained here. What's this 4 doing? This 4 is tightly constrained. It can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, never mind. It has 3 places it can go without going here, so we can't really figure that one out just yet. If we go up here, though, if we put a dark cell here, then we're gonna have to fill this out. That's gonna have to be a dark cell. Okay, so this has to be light. It has to come up this way. This dark is also going to have to come out of this area in general. It's not going to be able to connect to the dark on this side, so I think this is going to be what we have to do there. Alright, this is certainly going to go around the edge of the board there. Alright. Does this have to come out? Safety check? Alright, we're still good. Ah, okay, so nothing can come here. The galaxy can't actually reach there. It's a dark cell on the other side. So, thanks for the hint. This almost certainly belongs to the galaxy, so this is going to have to go here. And then it has a cell on the outside, and then the top. It's gonna have to come in whoops. Well, if we didn't know I missed the perfect puzzle bonus, now we know for sure I did. Alright, this cannot block this area in. Okay. Do we just, like, want to beeline it between this section? Would there be a issue in doing that? This dark needs to get out of here. And it needs to go... It could go either way. It could go between the 3 and the 4, or it could go under the 4 here. Still to be determined, and I know we're a little over time. We're just going to go ahead and finish the puzzle, and then wherever we finish, that's where we're going to call this episode. Oh, man. Okay, Let's see. This dark is going to be on this side of the galaxy. And I think we have the same thing over here. Nope, this is big wrong over here. So I think this actually needs to come around here like that. Because this is coming down here no matter what. Okay. And what does that mean for over here? That means this was wrong. This comes up. That's dark. This is dark on this side. Alright, is that how our galaxy connects? There we go, that's our galaxy complete. Nice. And that's the whole puzzle complete. Woo! Alright, we did it. Took a couple of hints here and there. Overall, it wasn't too catastrophic. Next time, we're gonna finish off this puzzle here, just because I'm already right next to it. Hang on, what is glimmering over here? You be quiet, you hidden cube. Another one. Oh man, there's just hidden cubes all over the place. Must be underneath. Yep, there it is. Anyways, wow, I'm terrible at outros, aren't I? Anyways, this is going to be where I'm going to wrap up this episode. Next time, we will be finishing this static puzzle that I'm standing right next to. We will be hitting up maybe the static puzzles in this area. It has some more symmetry-related static puzzles. And then we have several quests we need to finish in the Shady Wildwood. So we'll see if we cannot finish the Shady Wildwood next time. Until then, see ya!